Alright, today I'm going to show my watch collection. It's not a lot, but it's growing. So I want to basically show you guys what I have. I'm going to start with my least favorite to my most favorite watch. Okay? So in this box, I have 5 cases of watches. I'm going to go ahead and start. I got my whiskey, and we're going to just enjoy this together. So the first one I have is my Givenchy. This is one I just got off of eBay not a long time ago, about a month ago, for, you guess what, $15. This is a real piece. But the reason I got it is because it's got the Chinese characters on there. This is pretty unique for me. I'm gonna just get it. It's a small one. I don't know anything about this. It does need a battery to be changed with the strap, which I'm gonna go to the nearby watch store and get it all taken care of. So that's one piece right there. Second piece, which I find unique, is this Oris. It's a hand whiting Oris, nice butterfly clasp bracelet, and this is a few decades old watch. I don't know when it's what period it's from, but this is definitely a classic piece with domed Oris Harlux crystal on there. So again, not much more to talk about, but it is a fun piece. It's a really nice clean piece. So I will probably wear it because I like the color green right here. I don't have anything else with that color, so it will stay in my collection. Next one I'm gonna look at is my DW5600. If you know anything about Casio, this is the granddaddy of all G-Shocks. Nothing really has been changed since 87 when the first of these G-Shocks came about. I got the BBM version, I believe. So it's got the native display with blue colored band and case. So again, very generic, basic G-Shock, but it's just a cool looking piece. So I figure I'd just get it. So I got this. My next one is gonna be my GX5600 BB-1. This is a pretty tricked out all black series. So it's got the 52 millimeter case. Now, 52 millimeter probably doesn't sound really big. I got 52 millimeter case watches as well, but this thing is square, so it actually wears much bigger than a regular 52 millimeter, mechanical watch. So it's got what they call the G-Shock. This is the King G-Shock. That's why, because this is the largest G-Shock there is in the G-Shock line. So I got it. I just have to have it. Very well protected. It's solar power, 200 millimeter. It's got the standard 31 time zone, 4 alarms, plus and minus, 15-second per month. Again, it's a quartz watch, so all the G-Shocks are gonna have these specs for the most part. But this thing is the granddaddy of them all, and it's just huge. And I have a large wrist, so this thing looks really, really cool on me. My last G-Shock watch is the Rangeman. It's my favorite of all my G-Shocks. This thing has a couple extra features that this one doesn't have, so this is a pretty tricked out and expensive G-Shock. I wouldn't probably go any higher than the price that I paid on this one. But this one has a triple sensor. So you got the altimeter, you got the barometer / thermometer, and the compass. It also has 200 millimeter water resistance, world timer, but this has tough solar power with multi-band atomic timekeeping. What that means is you have every night updates from a US antenna that provides the most accurate timekeeping there is for any type of watches. And you can travel anywhere and this thing will update the time on its own. I really love this watch. I play with it, I wear it, and use different functions on it. It's just really cool. And the barometer is actually really, really cool. So as you can see, if the barometer goes up, that means the weather is really getting nicer. If the pressure, barometric pressure goes down, you know the weather is coming. And actually, this thing is pretty accurate. When I'm out there and doing stuff, I look at this thing and I know what the weather's going to be like. So I got 5 more slots up top, but they're currently empty. I do have one coming next month, coming from China, Hong Kong actually. It's my first ever Chinese watch, which is the Tianjin Seagull 1963 chronograph. So that's going to be my first ever chronograph, and I'm really, really excited to get that because, you know, I want to support the Chinese watchmaking companies and industries. And if that one goes well, I will purchase even more watches. And my thinking is, as the Chinese people get more into these kind of hobbies, they're probably not just going to be looking at, you know, Swiss pieces. They probably want something unique, something with Chinese characters and heritage, and I think they will start looking at Seagulls and Shanghai, Beijing watch companies, all of those things. If they make good movements and good watches, I think it will make people come back, and I think they need to start making more reissue of those older watches for nostalgic reasons, and they will have success if they do it right with the right advertising and the right timing. So it's definitely worth a look. I'm gonna be buying more of those Chinese watches if this one, this 1963 edition, works out for me. So I got the limited edition. It's gonna have a couple extra pieces in it. So I'm really looking forward to that. And if it goes well, like I said, I will buy more Chinese watches. So these are my original 5 watches that I have. So let's go ahead and talk about these as well. My least favorite of all these is going back to my first ever watch, which is my Seiko SNK A05 automatic watch. I bought it purely because I figured I needed a watch. That was in 2016. I bought it for $56 on Amazon. I looked now, a brand new watch. This specific watch is costing $90 to $100. That's amazing. But like I said, I really don't wear it too much. It's in excellent condition for the past 4 years. Not a scratch on it because, just like I said, I don't wear it that much. But it's a field watch with nylon straps, the green dial. I mean, it's pretty intricate if you look at it, you know. Nothing to really write home about, but it is a unique piece and it's my only field watch, so I'm gonna keep it for sentimental reasons, although I don't really wear it. My next watch is gonna be a classic, and it's my Seiko SKX 007. It comes with the bracelet, metal bracelet, steel bracelet. I got the honeycomb. I got the waffle bracelet that I bought, which was made specifically for this watch. And again, you know, it was a pretty inexpensive watch. I think I bought it for $3 something. And nowadays it's, you know, selling $600-700 or even $900. I've seen it on the websites as a brand new watch. So this thing has increased value tremendously. Matter of fact, in terms of value, if you're looking at new watches of what I paid versus what you should expect to pay now, this has increased the most, obviously, and percentage wise this has increased the next about 30-40% to what last time I checked to what I paid for it. You know, it's not without its flaws, but this is a 42 millimeter 7S26 automatic movement, which is kind of like the workhorse for the Seiko. 200 millimeter water resistant Hartlux crystal, unidirectional bezel, of course, because it's a diver watch. Don't like the painted indices. You know, of course, I like for it to be applied indices, but then again, at this price point, entry price point, this is all you could expect. The other thing I didn't like right off the bat was the fact this thing has a little bit of play on the bezel. Don't like that, you know. And then the chapter ring doesn't line up. But these are things that I knew might happen. I've done tons of research on this watch, so I knew that might have happened. And sure enough, my specific example came with those flaws. But then again, if I were to sell this, I'm sure I can recoup most, if not more, of what I paid for, because these, again, I take care of my watches, and these are in impeccable condition. My next watch is going to be my Darth Vader. So this is my third most favorite watch, although this could be my second most favorite watch as well. It's really a toss-up for me between this and the second watch. This is just such a unique, badass piece, okay? It's 52 millimeter. It's a huge watch, but like I said, I have a huge risk, and this thing looks so nice. It like makes me even more of a man once I put it on. Solid one-piece titanium, okay? Titanium, solid piece right there. With ceramic shroud is what you call it here. This is a shroud that protects it even further from knocking on rocks and stuff as you're diving, because this thing can take you down to 1,000 meter, 1,000 meter, okay? And this is a fully functional 1,000 meter dive watch. It runs on a 7C46 quartz movement with a plus or minus 15 seconds per month. Its LumiBrite is just amazing. I mean, this, I have never seen a watch with its lume as bright as this. Matter of fact, I've read articles that this is the most bright lume of any watch in existence. You just have to see it to believe it. It's very unique, perfect for my watch, and the strap itself is also super comfortable. I might just kind of get it up. It's not really bright in here, but trust me, this thing can definitely pack a punch. So my second favorite watch then would be my Omega. My Omega is my second favorite watch. We're looking at the brand new version of the Seamaster 300. So this thing has been increased up to 42 millimeter with laser edged wavy dial, followed by ceramic dial and ceramic bezel. It has the open case back with 8800 caliber, 55-hour power reserve. Love the helium escape valve. And I just also love the blue dial as well. I just have to give it to Omega. It's, MetaSurf certified and COSC certified. I mean, open case back, and it goes, it goes, what is it? 300 millimeter, okay? I mean, this thing is a real dive watch, and with an open case back, I just haven't seen a lot of watches with that kind of, confidence to build open case back and still go that far. Very well decorated. Love this watch. Again, I have it on a Colareb Italian leather strap. Just makes it look very nice in my opinion. A little bit of red that matches this specific red right here. So I love this strap. So, and if you smell it, you still got the cowhide smell, and I just love it. Everything about this watch and the strap is just amazing. The other thing about this dial is, at first I was just like, oh, okay, yeah, it's a blue dial. But if you actually, under different light conditions, it actually provides you with different types of shade of blue. So under here, you see very dark blue. If you go outside, it actually shows off a little bit of a greenish tint to the dial color. So yeah, it's very interesting. It's kind of milky blue, if you will. I don't know if that makes sense. So I just love it, So obviously, with an expensive watch as this is, there's no play. Everything about it, it lines up. The chapter ring, everything is just perfect. And I just can't have any complaint. The lume is not as bright as this. I mean, this is just amazing. This is monstrous in terms of lume, but this is good enough. Like I said, it makes me feel like I'm $1 million when I wear this watch. So, and again, that's why you paid all these hefty amount is because, you know, they make you feel a certain way, and then you pay for it. So it makes it all worthwhile. So my final watch, my most favorite watch, is my Seiko. My Seiko Presage SARX 500. This thing is about 41 millimeter. It's called the Baby Snowflake, and let me tell you, this thing is just amazing. It's got all titanium, full titanium. Bracelet is titanium. The case itself is titanium. It's got the apply indices, which I need and wanted for something at this price point. The polished Dauphine hands with blued second hand. I mean, this is just amazing. This is on par with anything that maybe the Grand Seiko can come up with in terms of design wise. So light and very scratch resistant. In fact, I mean, I wear this a lot. And because it's just so light and it fits well with my work, you know, suit and tie kind of ensemble. So it's very good, and it's on the 6R15 movement with hacking and hand winding, 50-hour power reserve. Again, nothing to really complain about with this watch, and you obviously also have open case back. And if I were to change out the strap, I think this will look more sporty. With the actual bracelet here, it looks very classic as a dress watch. So again, I think it's very versatile as well. So I think that basically does it, and it's gonna round up all my round out my pieces. So I have 10 watches with one Cummins, so which makes it 11 watches. I'm gonna be next purchasing a brand new Oris that will either be an Oris Diver 65 or an Oris Pointer Date. I just can't decide at this point. I probably want something that has at least a little bit of bronze in it. But one of those is going to be my next purchase. So hopefully once I have that, I will show you guys again how that one goes in my collection. So anyway, stay tuned. Talk to you guys later.